I am accompanied by my fabulous co-host, Master Trainer Danielle Morel. I am Tanya Watkins, and today we are talking about the 3 upgrades that you must make to attract high-paying clients. So as always, if you are here, share with your biz bestie. If you are here, say, hey girl, hey in the comments. Let us know where you're from, who you are, what you do, what you aspire to do in your business. We'd love to hear from you. And as we're talking about this, if you have questions, comments, post them in the chat so that we can get to them and answer them in real time feedback. The benefit of being here live is that we can talk to us. We're gonna, share what we know about what we're doing, obviously, and what our topic is here. But if you ever have questions, post them in the comments. All right, so we're gonna walk through, your business model, your mindset, and your messaging. And we believe that these are the 3 key items or topics that you need to think about as it relates to how you grow and scale your business. So if you're looking to attract high-paying clients, you want to think about how to up-level your business model, your mindset, and your messaging, like today. Today, we're going to walk you through some ways to do that and how to start thinking about that. But the benefit to you is that you're able to create high-ticket business model, one, but you're able to create high business earning months that much faster, right? You're able to earn more and work less. What we find is most women in this business model work way less than someone who is, kind of still trying to figure it out in the low ticket model. So we're going to get into that. So Danielle, do you have anything you want to add before I get started?
I was just sharing this over into the group, and Tanya let you know all 3 of the things up front. So that we didn't even want to keep you on your toes as we unveiled them. But no, I think you are exactly right. In what you were saying is, the goal of this conversation is just really to help you understand that if you are looking to attract higher paying clients, and you're thinking to yourself, like, you're tired of chasing people who say they don't have money, or you're attracting clients, but you're not hitting your income goals with ease. Attracting high paying clients is definitely one of the things that we have found has been a solution to hitting high income months again with grace and ease, allowing us to do it in a lot of time. Because when you're working with more higher paying clients, right, the investment that people are investing to work with you and in themselves is of higher value, then the less you have to do, right, to hit high income months. And we find that a lot of the women that have been working on their business for a little bit of time and a long time, but feeling frustration, overwhelm, and not, getting anywhere close to their goals, a lot of it has to do with the type of clientele and clients that they are attracting, right? And so we really just, again, like Tanya said, want to unpack, 3 must-haves that we feel like if you can upgrade these 3 things, it'll put you on a path to attracting high-paying clients. Again, we're all about doing, building a business that also gives you bandwidth, building a business that also gives you, peace of mind and sanity, allowing you to maneuver and show up in all areas of your life. So absolutely, I think that was good.
Awesome. Great. Thanks. So let's move into business models. So we talk about this pretty much every single day, right? And if you've been in our circle, then you know, like, why it's so important to us, because, we're speaking to the modern woman, the woman who has a lot of things on her plate, and she's happy to do all these things, right? She's happy to be a mom, be a wife, and do all these things. But we also know that there's a level of responsibility that comes with helping our families create the lifestyle that we desire, right? And so we want to be able to do this with ease and grace, right? We want to be able to do all the things well and in excellence. And we, I always think about building a business and becoming an entrepreneur. Most women don't build businesses to be overwhelmed. We don't build them to be stressed out, burnt out, tired, right? No woman it's like, what can I do to make my life miserable? I want to start a business. Like, we don't think that way, right? We say, how can I, remove myself from this job, right? Where I don't have creative freedom, where I don't have time freedom, where I don't have financial freedom, right? How can I create a way to earn a living so that I can be able to take care of my family, but also be there for my family, right? We want to take care of them and be there at the same time, and not just be there, tired, snappy. We want to be present and fully present, right? So we're saying all of these things But I feel like oftentimes we don't choose the business model that allows for these things to happen, right? So we're selling things that are, we're putting products and programs together where we're over delivering, right, with the output. But then we're saying, you know what, you can have all this for $27. You can have all of this for $297, and there's no right or wrong way to do this, right? But we always in the beginning overestimate or underestimate, I should say, the amount of time, energy, and resources it takes to really grow and scale a low-ticket business model. And so that's why we say, you know what, I love a hybrid model. Actually, if you can get to the point where you can build a business where you can easily hit your nut, that means that you're paying your bills, you're paying your people, you're paying your expenses, you have money that you've saved, then great. Open the t-shirt business, open the, sell all the things that you want to sell as extra. But make sure that you are able to take care of you and your family and your business first. And the easiest way to do that is by having that business model that can get you to that high revenue goal that much faster. It allows for you, one, to be able to breathe fully knowing I can really give my best in this offering because I'm charging a premium rate. I can show up fully for my customers. I can really handhold them and give a high touch, high level experience because I have the bandwidth to do so, because I don't have 25 clients I have to service. You are able to service less, but do so much better with them, giving them better results, right? So the opportunity for them to work with you even that much longer increases because they're like, you know what? I love working with you. You've given me such amazing results. You have such attention to detail because you're able to do that, right? So it's a win-win for everybody. So what we say is choose the right business model in the beginning, because then that allows for you to do more, work less, and then eventually you can do other things. And so if you're saying I'm watching this live stream and I'm kind of thinking about what I could do, think about what you're charging right now, right? Does that make sense for what your goals are in your business? And how many people do you need to sell into that program to hit that goal? The next question you want to say to yourself is, okay, so if I know I need to have 20 people purchase this program, this offer, do I really have the time, energy, bandwidth, all of those things to service them in excellence, to show up for my family, to show up for my employees, whoever you have working with you or for you, for all of your extra things that you do, right? To be a wife fully and not be tired, burnt out, stressed out, right? Your family does not want you when you clock out of your business to be, coming at them like, I can't, right? You want to be, when I walk in my office, I'm like, who needs me? Who wants me? Because I know that I have reserved energy to be able to still show up the way I need to in every area of my business. So, that's your homework today. Think about what you're currently offering, and does it make sense for what your goals are, and how easy has it been the last, let's just say 3 months, how easy has it been for you to hit your income goal? And if you're watching this and you're like, wow, I haven't hit my income goal in the past 3 months, then you need to stay plugged in, because we have a solution for you. Danielle, what do you want to add to business model?
No, I mean, that's perfectly it. Again, we talk about this all the time. We're really passionate. We see it time and time again. We feel like this is one of the number one, if not in some cases, the number one reason why women are not replacing their 9-to-5 income, hitting 5-figure months with ease. It's a huge epidemic. We talk about the numbers all the time because it's, the scary realistic. But with all that being said, this is such the great time, no better time than now, to be able to start earning the money you want to, so what we definitely don't want you to feel like is like, oh my gosh, something's missing, something's broken. I mean, here's the truth of the matter. We just need to be more educated. I feel like a lot of women just don't know what they don't know. I mean, I went to school for marketing and management. I have a business degree right here. I knew nothing of business models. And so when we see, again, we hear what's, all the women starting businesses, but we look at why so few women are, replacing their income or, breaking 6 figures and beyond. We need to really try to figure out and course correct that, because how, this is the first time in history that women have had access to being able to really design their life by design, and building a business that really accommodates that to really allow us to finally have it all. And like, I truly don't believe that's a myth. I think it's very true to have it all. And at the same time, and I want to, share that and be excited for that, because what a time to be alive when women can really say that. And what does that mean? It means that, like Tanya said, we're showing up in our relationships at our highest level, and we have the bandwidth and the time and the enthusiasm and the energy and no resentment. Why? Because we've been very strategic and smart of how we can have both. We can have the time and the money. You know what I mean? So I can move and make moves in my life just the way I want to, and I can again do that. So we feel like it's very exciting. We just need more women to be open-minded and be willing to, again, be serious. We need us women to start getting on track, starting businesses and being extremely successful, so that other women can know that it's possible and that we can continue building a stronger women's economy. Because, that's really what we need. We need each women building up and having more money to exchange back and forth, because when we have more money to exchange back and forth, we increase, what we're able to do and with what we're able to impact the world with, and it will be these women and this on the leading edge, who are right here and right now, who are called to really, rise and begin intentional about creating a business of life, so that they can model, so other women can be excited to do the same. So the second thing that we really believe that you must upgrade, right? Like Tanya said, your business model, you need a way that's going to allow you to, you hit high months with the fewest months, resources, so that you can show up in all areas. And the second part of that is having and upgrading your mindset. A lot of women do not see the success, or do not have the quantum leaps or collapse time or hitting the success, because a lot of the barriers start in their mind and stay in their mind. I mean, entrepreneurship is a game that you're playing with you, and that you must master you. And too many women are worried about external, what's external, that, is it the website? Is it this? Is it that? But they don't nearly spend enough time worrying about and working on who they be and how they show up in their life. What type of discipline and commitments that they lead themselves by, So a lot of it, the game is played in your mind, and a lot of your ability to receive has a lot to do with what you believe. And a lot of women don't believe that they can make $10,000 without it being hard, or that they can do it without complicated stuff, or that who would pay $2,000 or $5,000, or who would pay that? That's pretty one of the biggest limiting beliefs I hear when people say, "Oh my God, who would invest who would spend this kind of money?" And that type of mindset is exactly what keeps you from not receiving it, because your mind can't even conceive it, and you can't receive what you can't conceive, and so unless sometimes you get lucky and it slaps you across the face, like, okay, but in most cases, that's not how it works. So it's really important that you have to remove limiting beliefs, and it allows you, to remove that resistance. A lot of us are overthinking, doing things, reading the will, trying to make of us don't like to do things unless it's painfully hard, and we just pretty much convince ourselves it ain't fun unless it's torturous. I don't know why we do that, okay? But those type of, it's creating resistance, and resistance slows you down, you know what I mean? And that's a lot that's going on. And when you slow down, money likes momentum. What is speed likes money likes speed. There you go. You need momentum working on your favor, and you got to master your mindset. And that's something that honestly not enough women spend enough time investing in, mastering, developing. And it's one of the things that trip up entrepreneurs the most, because again, the way you think sets the tone of the vibration, the energy, the actions, the direction you take, and the way people, match your energy. So again, removing those limiting beliefs allows you to remove that resistance. It makes big dreams seem realistic, because anything is possible, and you get excited because that all you have to do is match the energy of what you desire, and your desires are matched by your energy and willingness to receive them. So anyway, we truly believe that, again, if you want to attract high paying clients, you have to upgrade your mindset to truly believe that's possible. You have to, again, one of the best ways of the mindset is being the type of client that makes those type of investments, be the type of person people would be attracted to, and just, not underestimating the power of that. And it's an internal, that's where the real work is. If you're spending more time on the external game and not nearly enough on that game, it will, it will not get you to your path the fastest. So what do you have to say about that, Tanya?
No, I think you nailed it. I definitely feel like there's a lot that we could cover. We could do a whole course on mindset, because it really is a huge part of business building, right? It really is. It's a mind game, right? And I feel like most of us, we're further along than we believe we are. And I think we do project sometimes, what we believe is our reality. And then it kind of puts us in a cycle of, I'm not really attracting what we desire. So I feel you on that. Let's get
not watching what you're thinking, so gently observe, be easy on yourself and redirect your thoughts, don't limit yourself on what you think it can be, be excited about what is possible, you know what I mean? And, and really understand it's an ongoing thing. That's why it cracks Tanya and up, when we have women who come to us who are interested about doing mindset work, and we're like, let me tell you, if you're interested in mindset, or if this is the place to be, because in working with entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs is a great place to be, because it's something that, we'll always need, but honestly, the returns are so, again, huge in return when you focus there, because again, it's a vibration, it's an energy game. Once you realize money is energy and you are energy, and you're like, wait a second, money is energy, but I'm energy. Like what I put out, I can attract like that. I gotta match it. Okay, then you realize the game can be fun. But it's something you always have to check, because your mind likes to sneak up on you, and you know what I mean? So yeah. So moving to the third upgrade.
Yes. So messaging. I love talking about this, because I feel like I just see so many examples of it done well and done not so well. And I think as marketers, or as people who study marketing, we believe that if I speak pain points, right, then I am able to attract the person that I'm looking to have buy into my services, right? And so when we say messaging, like really, what is messaging? And it's crafting a story, right? It's getting someone to take action. It's getting someone to think differently. It's getting someone to believe differently. Getting someone to understand that your offer, your opportunity is the exact match for what they need, right? So when you think about it from that perspective, then it unlocks different ways to share your message. And I find that oftentimes we stick to the, I'm going to sting her till it hurts. I'm going to sting her to say yes. I'm going to sting her to make her feel so bad about her situation that she becomes my customer. And when you're thinking about trying to attract a high level, high ticket, high end, woman who is about her business, about investing, thinking forward, she's also has goals and she's extremely driven like you are, then that becomes less attractive, right? As a woman who is savvy and wants to learn more about how to expand her business and build, she's not really hung up on being broke down and struggling. And so, I call it struggle marketing. I think if we remove our struggle marketing tactics from our high level client attraction strategies, we'll attract the high level clients much faster, period. Right? So how do we then, if we're removing the, I'm going after her pain points, then what do we do instead? We speak to her desires, right? It's all desire centric. If I stop talking about where you are or what you hate about your life and talk about with you and to you and all that I do about what your goals are, what can be achieved, what is possible, what you have inside of you already, right? We're talking this high level, more abundant talk, then I'm going to attract the person who's already there, right? She's already thinking about what she desires. She's already dreaming and visualizing these things every day. She's journaling about them every day. So I need to bring to her attention The fact that I agree with you, yes, the desires that you have in your heart are so valid. 1, 2, I'm able to help you get there, right? So when we talk about messaging, I truly believe that it's really about inspiring her to do 3 things. And I talk about this all the time. We want to inspire her to be. We want to inspire her to be well, we all have God-given talents. It just depends on how much and how readily available we are to use them, right? So we also want to inspire her to believe in the fact that, yes, she has whatever it is she wants to do is possible, but also to believe that you are someone who can help her get there, right? So we don't do that through sharing how broke down and how much we hate our life. We share by talking about the opportunity. We get her to say yes by sharing what is possible, right? Going by desire. So it causes you to think differently, and it causes you to be in tune with what her actual desired transformation is. What does that look like? What does good look like in her life? What does great look like? What does she want to be in 10 years, right? And also, what we know about this life and in this business model, it allows you to collapse time. It allows you to get to the finish line that much faster, right? So most often we're talking about pain points. We're saying, oh my God, it's going to take forever. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. No, you get to live this life. You get to the finish line much faster. You get to truly see all the desires of your heart come to fruition. And here's how, right? Doesn't that feel easier? And it feels fun. Danielle and I were talking about this last week. When you speak from the pain points all the time, it feels heavy. Like, who wants to create content like that? Nobody. Like, over time, it becomes a lot to always talk about the negativity and how horrible it is right now. But if you buy this, your life will be great. No, like, let's have fun with it. So Danielle, I know we talk about this all the time. What do you have to add?
No, that was perfect. Yeah. So yeah, we just found, like Tanya said, it's definitely when you want to attract high paying clients, you want to shift from talking about always paying to talking about possibilities, because you attract a different type of client. Though a triggering pains has worked and does work, and even sometimes I have to catch myself, because even I've gotten very far using triggering type of content. Why? Because we know that people move on pain, and a lot of times, unless we're telling you again why it's so important that you figure this out and what's at stake, you might not take this seriously. But we have to remember that that type of client, when we trigger, is coming to us not because they get it and that they're excited. When they're coming because they feel like something is missing and something's broken, or oh my gosh, out of some type of scarcity and that type of energy and vibe. And I think Ty and I have realized that on our path to becoming millionaires is we want to do it in a way that makes women feel very good and feels empowered. And we find that the woman who feels good being in our presence and feels good is the woman that continues being intrinsically motivated, versus the person that we have to, scare to death to get to do some type of action here, even though unfortunately that works very well. But there's, again, many ways to run a business online. And it's important that when you're selecting who to follow, that you take in consideration, am I doing this in a way that feels in integrity and authentic to how I feel I would want to run a business, or am I just doing because everybody said so? And it's a journey. And that's another thing that's great about, following this page and, joining our group and seeing it working in our program as the next step, is that Ty and I have spent many, years at this point and hours really honing and mastering our craft to get in the best alignment to feel, again, in a very feminine and intuitive way, where we're doing it because it feels good and people feel good around us. Because again, that type of woman, that when we do it from not from always striking the pain and triggering, but getting from possibilities. I don't want to trigger you. I want to transform you, is actually what I thought. I don't want to have to trigger you. I want to have to, I want to transform the way you see things, and you're already open-minded, and that, that isn't aligned to you. So instead of always painting the pain, I want to paint the possibilities, because I know that the woman who's coming to me because she sees the possibility, and I am explaining to her the possibilities in a way that is, I'm articulating and communicating in a way that resonates with her and how she saw it. She, there's less convincing I have to do. Instead of convincing, I'm making a connection, and I know Ty and I we've been really intentional about evolving our business so it doesn't feel yucky or bad. It should feel very good and empowering, because you know that the women that you're supporting and serving are excited and you're excited and everything feels good and it's a win-win. And a lot of our clients become friends. And that's also something that we pride ourselves on. You know, again, we try not to make all of our clients just transactional. It's like, you know, it's transformational. And, you know, and because of the liberation that we're able to impact other women by teaching them what we've learned. So we are examples of women who have, you know, are cracking the code and paving a path, and then unlocking it for other women so that they can do the same. And then we want to pay it forward, which is the whole point of the SOBC program that Tanya and I co-master, which is the whole point. You know, if you are enjoying what we're sharing and you say to yourself, hey, I love what you're picking up, it's making sense, let us know that down below in the comments. If what we've shared with you today is making sense to you, if any ahas, takeaways, if you're seeing anything different, or if you have any questions, we're here to answer that. Because again, our mission is to be able to share with as many women as possible what we have found to be the fastest path to high income months in a way that gives you, again, bandwidth and bank, peace and profits. I love saying this, sanity and success. We want you to have both. We want you to have the time and the money, be able to show up, right? Because we feel like that's what the modern woman is really looking for, a way to navigate this crazy world in a way that allows her to really operate in that highest vision that she has for herself, right, Tanya? Would that be what you'd say?
So good. I love it. So if you are not already a member of the group, what you need to do is join our Facebook group, where we are, you know, sharing information like this and also sharing with you how to enroll in the program. So that is your first order of business right now. Join the Facebook group. Next, if you've already been connected to us for a while and you are ready to take the next step, you can do one of two things. You can message us right now, or you can hit up our website, setupforsuccess.biz, and enroll so you can become a certified SOBC. We just based on our SOBCs, we know that you can get in and get certified within 10 to 14 days. So we, you know, are excited for you and what could happen. Again, sharing the possibility and, you know, really being in tune with what you desire. We know that the women who are watching this desire to make more income in their business. They desire to work less and make more. They desire to hit six-figure, years in their business. And so if you're watching, then you're that person. I'm sure of it. So again, join the Facebook group and hit up our website if you have questions, comments, or you're looking to enroll.
Yes, and until next time, make sure you mark on your calendars. We go live every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this page, and we share it over in our group. So make sure that you go ahead and like this page, turn on your notifications, set your calendars, and until next time, much love, much peace, and prosperity.
Yes. Bye, ladies.